guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tony Fergie. I want to take the time out to thank all my subscribers. The old ones, the new ones, the ones that just keeps coming back because you love what you hear and what you're seeing. If you're not subscribed yet, why aren't you? Anyways, y'all, I have a story that I want to share with y'all. I tried putting this story up before, and of course, took it back down. I tried a second time, and I took it back down. And it's truly disturbing, and it makes you think of if you're a parent, or if you want to become a parent, what type of parent do you think you want to be? What type of parent are you? And if you raise your children, how do you know what's going through their minds? How do you know what's going through their heads? Guys, so here's a young man. I'm not sure where in Africa he is, but he's now 37. You're going to see the story. And here he is in a totally different country, totally different place than where he was born. And his story is truly mind-blowing, but at the same time, it's concerning. Because when you meet people and you don't know their backgrounds, can you imagine? You meet someone and they tell you, oh, I don't have any family. Oh, I'm an orphan. When in fact, they're not an orphan. Or they have ended their own family or their own family member. This right here, you guys have to watch this to the end. Because, and I'm gonna jump in bits and pieces because this is something very confronting. Like it's truly confronting that a man would end his own mother. You ended your mother because you wanted to feel like you were rich. You ended your own mother so you could sell the land, the family land, and pretend to be rich. You ended your own mom for money. You ended your own mother. Now you don't have a mother. Not only did you end your mother, you ate her flesh. See, I don't know. We gonna watch this and we gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna jump in bits and pieces. And I'm gonna say what I have to because this right here, ladies, please be careful when you meet these men that you don't know from nowhere. Please be careful. Men the same too, but women, please watch this and take heed. And let's continue.
My name is Kukufari. I decided I wanted to sell some of our land, but my mom said no. Her refusal made me very angry.
Okay, step number one, that entitled behavior. So you ask your mother for something, you didn't get it, so you get mad at any cost? Guys, we're gonna continue this. Sit your children down. Start telling them no for stuff, even if you know your answer is yes. Let them start accepting that everything in life is not going to come at a yes, or it's not going to come that easy. Let them know that not everything they ask for, they're going to get. Let's continue.
So I went to a bar and drank a lot of alcohol. I returned home, still angry and determined to get what I wanted, no matter what.
So we can all admit he was raised spoiled, I think. Let's continue this and let's see how this ends.
Driven by this, I did something terrible when I got home from the bar. In my anger and drunkenness, I took a grape hoe and hit my mother on the head. She died instantly.
You heard him correctly.
Very drunk, and it felt like the alcohol was controlling me.
Let's continue.
There was nobody else at home, and nobody in the neighborhood had seen me. I knew I couldn't just carry her body out because people on the street might see. So I did something horrible. I used a machete to cut her into pieces and put those pieces in a large bag.
Guys, this is a supposedly drunk man. He's drunk, but he's thinking clear enough to cut up his own mom's body. Really? We gotta finish this. You're thinking clear enough to what to do with the body. Really? But you're drunk. I thought they say drunken people don't know what they do the next day. But sir, you didn't freak out, you didn't run, you didn't scream, you didn't holler, you decided to just cut up your mother? Let's finish this out. I'm getting hot behind this.
I went to the forest. There, I started throwing the pieces in different places so that no one could find her whole body.
Guys, we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna make sure I put the link in the description so you guys can go and watch the full story. Because he's not in jail anymore, he is home. Not home where he lives, but home in another country. Now, before he even put the body in a bag and put it out in the forest, he ate some of his mother's fresh flesh. Yes, he did. Not only that, you're telling me that you are hiding the... How long was he drunk for? You were drunk all that time that you were able to dismantle her entire body, put it in bags, put it in the forest. And how come after day 1, day 2, day 3, nothing? You did not come to your senses to say, hey, I've done this. And how is it that you remember the details so clearly for an alleged drunk man? You were drunk, but you remember every detail. You remember what you did, what you used. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. I can't say what happened. But y'all, please comment below what you think happened. And now, where are you? You're not entitled to anything of your family. You can't go back to your own country. Your family disowned you. Not only that, now you have no land, no mother, nothing. You don't even have your family. So guys, what was the sense behind all of that? And then now, you guys have to watch that interview. Now in the interview, he said, listen to this. I am ready to be someone's husband. And I don't think I would do this to my own wife, what I did to my mother. I don't want to live like this anymore. He doesn't talk to people. The guy interviewed people that work around him. They say he work hard, but when someone new comes around, he stops. But he wants his own family. And I bet you if he had enough money, parents will be willing to give their daughters to him if he can pay them off. Ladies, I'm pleading to y'all, be careful. When you meet a man that don't have a mama, or a man that don't have a family, or a man that say he's an orphan, be very careful. Ask him about his past, and always ask him. Get the answers. If you're not comfortable with the answer he give you, ask again. Because now he wants a family and he wants a wife. This wife don't know what he's going through in his head. Guys, remember, you can't see what's going on in someone's minds. Do you know how much people out here on medications and they're stable on their medication? And just in their minds, when they think they're okay and you're in a relationship with them a couple of years down the road, they decide to just come right off. And then you're dealing with a maniac or... Guys, mental issues are real. They're confronting, but they are real. And too many times we downplay things, especially in our community, because we like to say, oh no, it's because of witchcraft. No. Deal with the situation. Don't just push it off. Don't just turn around, and don't be ashamed either. Because a lot of families, when something happened in their family, they're ashamed because they don't want nobody to know, oh, this has happened to my family. You'll be surprised of how many other families are facing what you're facing. And maybe if you guys will come together, you can support each other. But instead, everybody want to keep it a hush-hush. Don't let the neighbors know. Don't let the community know. We all need to know, so we can know who to avoid, who to just stay away from. But here it is, this guy's in a totally different country, even though the country's not safe. Guys, please, I'm begging y'all, be safe out there. Know who you meet, know who you're talking to. Speak to their mama and their daddy. If they ain't got no daddy, they ain't got no mama, speak to somebody. Try to find out who they are, where they came from, what's your background, what you did in the past. And men, do the same for women too, because there's some cray-cray out there now. Don't make it seem like it's just one side. It's both sides. But too many times we see this thing happening, and women go missing. But anyways, y'all, I hope this story encourages somebody. If you yourself have somebody in your house and they just seems like the screws ain't right, don't make excuses for people, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Because you don't know what a person is thinking. If you could see in a person's mind, a lot of y'all probably wouldn't even talk to people, even on your job, because you don't know what their plans are. Now, women, take heed. Men are typically stronger in strength, so it's like, but women, take heed. If you have someone and they have a bad habit and they're not willing to change that bad habit, whether it's smoking, whether it's not smoking, but smoking and drinking, and you see them coming home all the time drunk and always arguing and fighting and all of that, change that situation. Don't stay there, because you don't know when they're going to snap. But for this young man to turn around and say he remembered all the details. What drunken man remember every detail of what was done or what he did? Sometimes people wake up the next day and they don't even remember. Please like, share, subscribe, and know Tony loves and appreciate y'all. Have an awesome, wonderful, magnificent day. And know Tony loves and appreciates y'all.